The last time comedian Jeff Dye visited us here at the radio station, he hinted that big things would soon be happening. This young gentleman from Kent is now a big star on the NBC series Last Comic Standing. He's one of this year's finalists and has a chance at the $250,000 grand prize. Or maybe he's already won and just can't tell us. One thing I can tell you for certain is that it should be a full house this weekend for his shows at Laughs Comedy Spot in Kirkland. That's right, Laughs in Kirkland this week. This big TV star, hot comedian who just happens to be a high-fiving white guy from Kent. I don't know if you actually remember that.
I remember high-fiving white guys.
Do you?
Yeah, big time.
Welcome, Jeff. How you doing?
I am good. How are you guys?
Okay.
Beverly Hills, I know you picked that song.
Yeah, it's my favorite song.
Really?
I love it. I love Weezer.
I love Weezer too, but Beverly Hills, you got a Dolce & Gabbana hat on. Doesn't your head burst into flames?
This is not Dolce & Gabbana, by the way.
What is it?
I am wearing assless chaps and a sombrero. And,
oh my gosh.
I know you guys can't see that, but he's trying to make it sound like I'm wearing some girly stuff. I am
out to Hollywood,
a tough guy, sir. Yeah.
Your head should be bursting into flames with that on your head.
DC skate brand.
Yeah,
you see that? Let's get this.
Okay.
Dolce & Gabbana.
Jeff,
that's my handbag.
How do you make the transition from Kent to Los Angeles? And that's where you're living now, right?
I live, in L.A. Last time I was just leaving. Now I'm not a big. It's okay. L.A.'s good. It's no Kent. I'll tell you that much. It's definitely not Kent, Washington. I like it. There's a lot of double standards, I think, in Los Angeles. You know what I mean? Like, just things that they aren't in Seattle, you know? Like, in Los Angeles, why is it when a girl goes out and sleeps with a bunch of dudes, she's considered, promiscuous, but if a guy does it, he's considered a homosexual. That just seems...
Doesn't seem fair.
It's a double standard, really, and I don't support that.
Yeah.
It's not fair to anybody.
Where do you live in L.A.? Not Beverly Hills yet.
I live in Hollywood. It's awesome.
You do live in Hollywood?
Yeah, I see celebrities every day. Like just the other day, I saw Spider-Man.
Yeah?
Zorro. You can get a photo with him for a couple bucks. It's awesome. Very nice.
For the Chinese theater?
Beetlejuice. Yeah. They walk right down Hollywood Bowl. It's amazing. I get starstruck.
Now, are you getting a lot of wedding invitations? Do you have gay friends down there? Because everybody's...
I've got friends everywhere. All sorts of people, in Los Angeles. A lot of, like I said, Zorro, kind of gay. You know what I mean? We're friends.
They're lining up to marry by the hundreds.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Will Zorro be in costume for his Laguna Beach wedding, or will he be...
It's hard to say. I don't tell. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it on the low.
Right.
But I heard Beetlejuice on Hollywood Boulevard is actually Michael Keaton. That's the same guy. Yeah, he's just like, hey, my career's not going good. How about a photo?
$5.
So,
now we asked you, I think before, a little bit of politics. You're not really into the political scene. You don't care about the elections or any of that stuff.
I know that sounds rude. Every time people always ask me about politics, and I say I don't really... it's just not my thing. I don't know. A lot of comics, that's the big thing in Los Angeles. A lot of black comics are like, hey, Barack Obama isn't black enough. That's what they say. Like, that's their big thing. It's like, that's the whole new thing to joke about as a comedian. But I think Barack Obama's black enough. I don't know. Who's he running against? Flava Flav and Whoopi Goldberg? I think I've seen his opponents. I think he's black enough is all I'm going to say. So, and also I have a rule. I don't think comics should be allowed to joke about politics. Because a little secret of the business, I don't want to kill the illusion, but most comics for the first 10 years of their career don't even pay taxes. I don't know if you guys know that. Yeah, that's true. You think we're claiming the $35 we made at Giggles Chuckle Hut last weekend? No.
No.
We pocket that and write off Heineken's. Yeah. And then they go on stage and preach to you guys about who to vote for. You should just be like, shut up. Joke about toothpaste.
So you, now living in L.A., you look like you're about to break through. This Last Comic Standing thing is huge. Have you been on Leno yet?
I have not, but I've worked with him at the Comedy Magic Club in Hermosa Beach, and that was a treat.
So he knows your stuff.
Yeah.
It's impolite to go up to him and ask him to put
Sure, like, listen, I heard you got a show, Leno.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen. No.
Let's put that Letterman in a grave once and for all.
Sure. Yeah. Let's put the final nail in it there.
I'm your silver bullet.
But you know that at some point one of his people is going to come up.
Sure, and it's the same network and stuff. So, like, everybody, it's like good. Like, once you do one thing, everything's kind of plugged in. So it's like bringing your friend to play football. If you brought a friend to play like football, they get one pass. Like if that first pass they drop, then like they're like, you brought somebody bad. But if you catch it, then it's good. So this has been great for me.
When you make, and you will very soon, when you make that first appearance on Leno, you have to let us know, because we can check this stat. Maybe Pedro can find out. But would you be the first person from Kent ever to be on the Tonight
Yeah,
Show.
that would be it. There is
And
other,
maybe the last.
There's other Kent comedians. Kent makes some good comedians. There's Rebecca Corey, who is hilarious, funny little gal. David Crow, who's like a
We know Dave.
personal
he's great.
hero of mine, who's also opening this weekend at Laughs Comedy Spot with me. So you'll get David Crow and me this weekend at Laughs Comedy Spot.
It's an all Kent weekend.
Yeah, it's a both Kentwood Conquerors, might I add.
Really?
Yeah,
Fantastic.
Conks.
Now, you were in something called Young Life.
I was in Young Life.
What
yeah.
is Young Life?
Young Life is it's a ministry for like a youth-based ministry. It's hard to explain.
Oh, I've heard of this
Faith-based summer camp-ish kind of thing, right?
It's like a diving board for church. It's like you can like take it or leave it, but you basically just come and have fun, and then you hear like a little talk at the end, and it's come as you go. And if you want to hear more,
were you a counselor?
Yeah, I led Young Life for 6 years.
Cool. I went
it.
as a young child, and that was
It's
really
amazing.
influential.
Yeah, and some people, they like want to get into the more spiritual side, and the other people want to just have fun. But either way, it's just loving kids. Like I like youth, and it's a fun. Like now, I don't ever see kids, so it's I kind of miss it.
Well, they have the same kind of thing in L.A. It's Young Take a Life. You can choose,
It's called.
You can choose red or blue, whatever looks best.
Do you like
on
cocaine, kid? Okay,
yeah.
follow me.
Yeah. It doesn't have the religious connection.
No.
And if you just tuned in, I'm not giving cocaine to kids. That might have. They turn. Oh, I heard Jeff's on the radio. Did he just say cocaine and kids? He used to lead Young Life.
And you are, by the way, people one of the most impressive things about you, and I will say this because that's why I went to your background. You are a clean comic.
Yep.
You're a little twisted. Mm-hmm. But you don't need any of that R-rated stuff.
That's right. I don't do the potty humor. I don't need it. There's no joke there. That's the truth.
I skip
Right.
Thank you.
It's so funny.
Sure. Thank you.
Now, has anyone from Kent seen you on TV yet? And have they said anything about like, is there the mayor issued a proclamation on your birthday?
No, a lot of people. I've gotten so many amazing people have like messaged or like MySpaced or Facebooked or just emailed me or texted or called. I've like the support is incredible, and then I'll go online and I'll read like all the bloggers from across the country, and like for every 9 good things, there's like one guy who's like, this guy stinks. I hate him. He's gay. He looks like all these like dirty. Like there's so many haters. So I'm just. The best thing for this show for me has been like I realizing how many people are like great, like just love me, and like that I like thank you to all the people that are watching, and then
people from Kent
that thanks for not being the hater people that write awful things about me on blogs.
Do you sit down on Thursday nights and watch just to see how it's edited and stuff?
I do now because I know all the comics that are on it. So like even if it's not me, like I'm like, oh, that guy, that's where he came from, and how I met this guy for here, and so yeah.
Now on Last Comic Stand, did you win the $250,000?
We haven't even done live tapings yet.
I was just trying to tape them. I was just
I
messing
strip them up there.
Right.
But you're on this Thursday. That's all you can confirm.
You'll see me this Thursday for sure, and
Okay.
you guys will be able to root me on.
Jeff, by the way, coincidentally, is an alumnus of Green River Community College, and here today, an entire broadcasting class from Green River has been observing the show. So let's give yourselves a round.
KGRG.
KGRG.
Go Gators.
Is their
Go
FM radio
Gators.
station? The Gators, is that their mascot?
That's their mascot. When I went to Green, I'm a not alumni, didn't graduate, don't judge, but I did go there, okay, and it was a real treat. I actually tried to get the mascot changed to the Fighting Squirrels because they're all over. Like
Right.
There are no Gators.
Yeah, it ticked me off because every morning I'd come to school, there'd be like squirrels rattling around in the garbage can, and you'd see like squirrels going like on kids' legs on the benches.
Sure.
Not one gator. The whole time I was there, I saw 0 gators. That doesn't seem fair at all to me personally. So I think,
And the squirrels could make for really cool, like cheerleader costumes.
sure,
And stuff.
you have to be strategic about your
Show us your
mascot.
nuts. Show us your nuts.
Sure.
Squirrels.
Sure, yeah, that works. You have to be strategic about mascot choosing,
Absolutely.
which is actually that's the plan that me and my buddy Brian have to save the Seattle Supersonics.
Really? You got
please.
mascots make or break a
Want to hear
franchise.
this?
Yeah.
This is the plan. Listen up, Seattle. Okay, you could save the Seattle Supersonics by changing the team name to the City Bombers, okay? Because nobody's going to cheer for the Oklahoma City Bombers.
Nope, you're right.
No one. They'll stay. Trust me. They will stay.
You heard it here, people.
Clearly a huge star coming out of Kent. Comedian Jeff Dye on Last Comic Standing this week on Thursday night, NBC at 8 o'clock, and a special appearance at Laughs Comedy Spot in Kirkland. All the information on our website, bobrivers.com. Good to see you again.
Thanks a lot, you guys. I really
Congratulations
appreciate
on
it.
everything.